Are you planning to visit South America without breaking the bank or getting into debt? We've got you covered. You can explore amazing places for less than $100 per day. Talk of your accommodation, transportation, feeding, and having some fun. What comes with this low price is far more than what you will get in other expensive parts of the world. From Bolivia to peaceful Uruguay, here are the top 10 budget-friendly destinations in South America. Wait a minute, do you know you can travel more and explore the world without worrying about money? Of course, you can spend less with our Vacation Club offers. Simply book your hotel, car rental, restaurant, or any of your dream destinations as a member and get up to 75% discount. To join our travel club and get access to those exclusive deals, click on the second link in the description box. Before I dive further, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the spicy destinations that we are about to cover. 10. Venezuela. Venezuela is the 10th cheapest country in South America. It could have been rated better, but the economic collapse in the country has resulted in hyperinflation and a shortage of basic foods. Currently, a regular meal at a local restaurant can cost $10 to $13. This is what a dish at a mid-range restaurant would cost in most South American countries. A mid-range hotel room charges from $50 to $80. In total, you'll need $100 per day in Venezuela. A must-see when visiting Venezuela is one of South America's most magnificent waterfalls known as the Angel Falls. Aside from this, you can visit historical sites, museums, and galleries in the capital city. Street food stalls selling local fare also abound in the city. 9. Uruguay. Uruguay is filled with charming colonial towns that readily welcome visitors to the country's rich history and cultural heritage. In addition to these historical gems, Uruguay boasts stunning beaches. Above all, Uruguay is the safest South American country according to the Global Peace Index. That means you have no worries concerning your safety. Living in Uruguay is kind of cheap. You can get a hostel for a night at $28 and mid-range hotels at double the price. Typical meals like empanadas and chivitos cost around $10 to $15 or even less if you choose street food stalls. Overall, expect to spend $80 a day in Uruguay. 8. Chile. Chile is quite expensive but still finds a seat among the cheapest countries to visit in South America. There's almost an increase of $20 in the cost of living compared to Brazil. On average, a bed in a hostel costs around $20, while a mid-range hotel ranges from $50 to $75. That said, Chile is filled with brilliant hotels and guest houses. You will probably not mind the extra cash. Getting a good meal comes from the restaurants in the big cities, so you will need to budget around $20 or more for one meal. However, you can get mouth-watering delicacies in small towns like Dalcaju on Kilauea Island for budget-friendly prices. The plethora of activities, sights, and experiences make up for the high cost. Some of them are the breathtaking landscapes of Tierra del Fuego and the coastal city of Valparaiso. Chile is the second safest country to visit in South America. Thus, you have lower safety concerns. This gives you time to concentrate on enjoying the incredible natural landscapes. Brazil. You would love to visit Brazil for its Amazon rainforest. There are many adventures to embark on in the jungle. On the other side of the country, you will find Brazil's long coastline. Enjoy the sun and sand and surf on the waves. Visit Rio de Janeiro for the music, dance, and food scene. A very important event here is the riotous carnival celebrations. A bowl of the local dish called feijoada at a local restaurant usually costs around $7. Accommodation rates range from $12 for a hostel to $44 for a mid-range hotel. In total, a day in Brazil should cost around $48. You can tour Brazil alone if you walk during the day and keep your possessions close. However, if you wish to go deeper into the villages and rainforest, it's advisable you join a tour or get a local guide. 6. Argentina. Despite being one of the more expensive countries in South America, Argentina is still a great place to visit. That's if you are not planning to spend as much as you would do in the rest of the Western world. Beautiful cities like Mendoza and Salta will keep beckoning unto you with their wine and food. Not only can you enjoy wine tastings and food tours, but you can also visit Buenos Aires for some of the best nightlife in all of South America. It's easy to see why so many people visit this country. Most of the things in Argentina are cheaper than you will find in the Western world, but higher than its neighboring countries. So be prepared to pay more than you will pay in Colombia or Bolivia. The average cost of living for a day is around $47. This includes accommodation and transportation. If you do not mind the price tag, Argentina is one of the best destinations for those who want to visit one of the most beautiful and vibrant countries in South America. Many of the activities you will participate in are budget-friendly or even free, like hiking in the national parks and exploring the city. Therefore, with a bit of planning, you can make your trip to Argentina affordable and memorable. 5. Paraguay. Have you heard this name before? Despite being less popular than other neighboring countries, Paraguay is one of the cheapest countries to travel to in all of South America. This country has a lot to offer at affordable prices. For instance, the capital city of Asunción boasts beautiful colonial architecture and delicious food. Once you get outside the city, there are tons of budget-friendly activities like exploring the national parks, visiting local markets, and hiking on one of the many trails in Paraguay. The biggest perk of traveling to Paraguay is that it is significantly cheaper than most of its neighbors. You can easily find accommodation for less than $10 a night and grab authentic meals at restaurants for as low as $3. 4. Peru. Peru is one of the most popular destinations in South America. It houses the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu, and you can't afford to miss the colorful markets in Cusco. You can spend months in Peru without ever thinking of your bank account. Accommodation, transportation, food, and attractions are all relatively cheap. You can easily find budget dorm rooms for less than $10 a night, and sumptuous dishes anywhere for $3. Engage in so many free activities like hiking, sightseeing, and even exploring the amazing markets in Cusco. It is important to note that while it is easy to live cheaply in Peru, it can also be expensive due to all the major tourist attractions here. From the Amazonas to hiking Rainbow Mountain and sandboarding in the desert, your spending can rise if you aren't watchful. 3. Bolivia. When considering a place to spend less in South America, think of Bolivia. Everything is almost inexpensive. Though some areas are to be avoided for security reasons, there are enjoyable places to visit. You can visit surreal attractions like the Salt Flats and bike down the Death Road for a few dollars. The city of La Paz and the endless market stalls brimming with colorful textiles also have a lot to offer you. Accommodation is relatively cheap. With just $8, you can get a dorm bed for a night. You can eat a satisfying meal for less than $15 a day. In short, you can have a good life with just $34 a day in Bolivia. However, if you are an American tourist, you will need to apply for a visa before you can fly in. 2. Ecuador. Many may consider Ecuador a boring place to visit. Surprisingly, it offers you a lot without you breaking the bank. Even though Ecuador is a small nation, it boasts coastal towns and colonial cities that are picture-worthy. Since the introduction of the dollar as the official currency in the nation, everything from food to transportation and accommodation has become relatively cheap. Also, you won't have to worry about the exchange rate. You can find a dorm bed for as low as $6 in some parts of the nation, and a well-prepared dish can go for just $2.50. Aside from this, people visit Ecuador to fly the Galapagos Islands, which are known for their unique wildlife and incredible snorkeling opportunities, though this can be pretty expensive. If you do not have enough for that, you can hike volcanoes, swing from bridges, or even go whitewater rafting. All these cost less than $5.25 per day. You would agree that Ecuador is truly a must-visit. 1. Colombia. Colombia used to be the most dangerous country in South America, but now it tops the list of thriving nations in the continent. You won't be disappointed as a tourist because the capital city, national parks, and beautiful beaches will render you speechless. Aside from that, Colombians are some of the most welcoming people in all of South America. Whether visiting a salsa club or sipping coffee in Salento, you will feel at home in Colombia. Regarding expenses, this depends on where you choose to stay in the country. Notwithstanding, you can budget for $30 a day in any part of the country, including your accommodation, food, visiting attraction sites, and transportation. Another great perk of traveling to Colombia is that you can easily get cheap flight tickets to travel within the country, which makes visiting different parts of Colombia super easy and affordable if you are not planning to spend much time. Your choice typically depends on your budget. Some places are cheaper than others, while some cheap places do not have enough attractions like the quite expensive ones. If what you seek is the Salt Flats, you won't mind the $34 needed in Bolivia. But if you have never seen Machu Picchu, congratulations! That will only cost you less than $10. Now that you have this info, enjoy your trip to South America. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you are yet to. And if you still doubt our offers, you are about to miss out on something extraordinary. Our vacation club is not a timeshare scheme where you are forced to choose a specific date or period at a particular resort. Instead, we are flexible. We partner with various hotels, resorts, vacation rentals, and more. The link is just down below. See you next time.